Now if you look at this question, there is a rhombus which is given in the problem. Alright, this is a rhombus. The two sides of the rhombus equations are given, equations of two sides of a rhombus. We'll solve this and we'll get the value of A, right or not? We'll solve this. Solving this equation and this equation, x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. I'll take this as equation number 1, and 7x minus y minus 5, that is equal to 0. This is what? Equation number 2. So this is nothing but minus, this is nothing but plus, and this is nothing but plus. Minus 6x plus 6, that is equal to 0. So what is the value of x is equal to 1? Correct or not? This point x will be equal to 1. If x is 1, then what's the value of y is equal to? Like this, 1 minus y plus 1. Substitute here, that is equal to 0. So what is the value of y is equal to 2? Which means this line will be equal to 1, 2, right? Now you know that we know the diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other, right? Diagonals of a rhombus, diagonals bisect each other, So if I consider this point as a comma b, okay, then this point O will be the midpoint of what is it? A, B, let me call this is nothing but C, D. Okay, so I can say O is the midpoint of AC. O is the midpoint of AC. So minus 1 comma minus 2 will be equal to 1 plus A divided by 2 comma 2 plus B divided by 2, right or not? So I can say minus 2 is equal to 1 plus A, minus 3 is equal to A. Minus 2 is equal to 2 plus B by 2. So minus 6 is equal to B, correct or not? Minus 6 is equal to B. So this part will be minus 3 comma minus 6, right? This part will be minus 3 comma minus 6. Now if you see, minus 3 comma minus 6 will satisfy. If you can see here, minus 3 comma minus 6 will satisfy what equation? So minus 21, 7 3 is a minus 21, plus 6 minus 5, it won't satisfy this equation. Whereas this part, if you see, minus 3 plus 6 plus 1, that is equal to 0. So minus 3 comma minus 6 is what we get, right? One plus A divided by 2 comma 2 plus B divided by 2 should be equal to minus 1 comma minus 2 is given in the problem. So now let's look at the question. Minus 1 comma minus 2. Which of the following is the vertex of the rhombus, is the question asked. Now if you see, here students, now this is BD, right? Now this equation, this point is not satisfying both the equations, so B and D should satisfy. Now it means B and D must satisfy, x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and what is it? 7x minus y minus 5 is equal to 0, which means B and D, or I'll write like this, D and B must satisfy like this respectively, right or not? Respectively. So what you do? From options, you can clearly see here from options, if at all this was supposed to be the vertex, if at all this was vertex D, then it should have been lying here, no? It should have been lying here. You see here, this point will satisfy what equation? This point will satisfy any one of the equation, it should satisfy. Is it okay? Any one of the equation, if you can substitute 7x minus y minus 5 is equal to 0, I'll say 7 into 1 by 3 minus of minus 8 by 3 minus 5, that is equal to, how much do you get? 15 by 3 minus 5, that is equal to 0. So 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. See, it's getting satisfied, which means this point should be the point D, this point should be the point B. Is it okay? Like this it is. So the point B and D, must satisfy x minus 1, y plus 1 and 7x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0 from options. Option A satisfies what? Option A satisfies 7x minus y minus 5 is equal to 0. So what will be the answer to the question? The answer to the question will be option number A. That's the answer to the question.